mynews.studio.
Solar panels stretching from deserts to rooftops, wind turbines spinning out at sea. Do you think this global surge in renewables is actually starting to shift our energy future?
Today is 2025, July 8th. Let's dive right in. Since 2019, by scaling up renewables, solar, wind, nuclear, electric vehicles, and heat pumps, the world has kept about 2.6 billion tons of CO₂ out of the atmosphere every year. That's roughly 7% of global emissions. How did we manage to get here so quickly?
The pace is pretty remarkable. Just last year, in 2024, over 700 gigawatts of renewable power capacity were added worldwide. That's the largest increase we've ever seen. More than 90% of all new power additions came from renewables. Solar was the main driver. It grew by 32% to nearly 1,900 gigawatts. Wind is catching up too. And, for the first time, clean energy made up more than 40% of global electricity generation.
That's a big milestone. But is this growth really spread out worldwide? Or are certain countries leading the way?
It's definitely concentrated. Asia, especially China, accounted for nearly 2/3 of all new renewable capacity. The US and Europe made strong progress as well. But if you look at regions like Central America and the Caribbean, they're still trailing. There's a clear gap in both access and investment.
What about the flip side? When electricity demand rises overall, did renewables actually keep up with that?
They did, and that's actually a turning point. Even with higher demand from things like heat waves, more industrial activity, and a surge in electric vehicles, almost all the new demand in 2024 was met by low-emission sources. For the first time, more energy use didn't mean more fossil fuel emissions. That's a real shift.
So is it mainly technology driving this, or have policies played a big role too?
It's both. Investment in renewables has hit record levels, thanks to falling technology costs and some pretty aggressive policies. For example, the U.S. Inflation Reduction Act.
That's the one with big incentives, right?
Exactly. It's driven new investment. Plus, international organizations are channeling more funds to emerging markets. Private companies, especially tech firms, are signing power purchase deals and investing directly to clean up their operations.
But how did countries get past the usual obstacles, like connecting renewables to the grid or dealing with supply chain problems?
The U.S. made permitting faster and put money into grid upgrades. Europe coordinated cross-border power markets so electricity could move more freely. Germany tackled supply chain snags by expanding local manufacturing. And to address resistance, governments have tried highlighting local job opportunities and involving communities in the planning.
But we're not at the finish line yet. What's the next target, and what's holding things back?
Experts say we need renewable capacity to grow by at least 16.6% a year to triple by 2030. That's an even faster pace than now. The main barriers? Infrastructure gaps, tough financing for poorer regions, and political pushback in some countries. Progress is real, but the speed has to pick up.
Let's bring this down to the everyday level. Are people actually seeing lower energy bills? Are renewables making a difference in jobs?
In lots of places, yes. Where solar and wind are a big part of the grid, electricity prices have dropped. The renewables industry now employs millions, everything from manufacturing to maintenance. And in rural or developing communities, renewables are bringing electricity access for the first time.
So, what should people take away from all this? Is this really evidence of a global transition?
It's more than just evidence. Preventing billions of tons of CO₂ emissions each year shows what can happen when policy, investment, and technology work together. This isn't a distant goal anymore. It's happening right now. It's a practical roadmap for other countries to follow.
We've covered a lot today. Huge emissions cuts, record renewable growth, hurdles ahead, but clear momentum. The real question is, can we keep accelerating?
And that's where we'll wrap up. Thanks for tuning in as we explored how renewables are changing our energy future.
Thanks for listening. This episode was brought to you by mynews.studio. You can try it now for free.